What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know this is a bit of a late night special for Arc Arknight's YouTube content, but I wanted to get out the content as soon as I could. So today I'm joined with my friend Jamie, and we are going to be talking about the new event on Arknights known as the Near Light. It is going to be the 2.5 anniversary. So just like every anniversary that they have, the one every 6 months and the one every year, they do special giveaways. Like they do side story, limited time login events, free special pulls, free special login events, new operators, new skins, rerun of skins, etc., etc., etc. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be about 42 original primes from this. So you can either use those primes to either buy skins or use those to pull for the new limited operators.
Are we talking about what I think we're talking about?
Yeah, we're getting this over with now since I've been up like majority of the day. And I'm gonna go
Yeah.
through the entire thing from start to finish.
How far are you in?
We're just started.
Great. I'm right on target.
I wasn't originally gonna do this like literally at the break of night, but you know what? Fuck it, dude.
Hey, it is what it is. So, hit me.
All right, so as far as now, we haven't talked about any units. We haven't talked about any stages. We haven't done any of that. So let's start with what we know. So what we know, the announcement for the banner is going to be starting in about what day is it? April 23rd.
In 5 days.
Yeah. So in about 5 days. So I guess yeah, the announcement is going to be coming in about 5 days, which funny enough is actually my old man's birthday, but
Hey,
Well,
you
actually, we might get the
have to
announcement
make choices.
a couple days.
hmm?
We might get the announcement a couple of days though before the actual update. So
That would be fair
wait
because
till it happens.
Yeah. But my resource state that already we know how long the maintenance will be, which is
six
from
6 hours. I
from
bet.
yes, it is gonna be 6 hours. It is gonna be from the beginning of the day. So it's 28th European time. Germany would be 13 or 1 p.m. For
Yeah.
the States, it's a bit more amicable, which is 7 a.m. And by the midday, it's gonna be done. For us, it's like it's gonna take a while, but hey, what can you do?
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Um,
I'm also
there is a lot to talk about, by the way. So let's move on.
yeah. So I don't want to waste any time. I don't want to waste any issues. So
Yeah.
the very first thing I want to cover is this. I do not want anybody here to feel pressure that they 100% need to get these operators. You can still clear the game without these operators. I want to make that perfectly clear.
I agree, but I like the point that Yui made yesterday when he released his video about why Chen, Skadi, and to some extent Mustima are considered to be subpar units. No, back in the day when Skadi was released, uh, Skadi was kind of like a beat stat stick, right? Just pure stat, no
Yeah,
nonsense. You just put her down and she beats shit out of it.
yeah,
Yep.
Currently, she's useless because things have so much armor, so much health, second life, a fucking tomahawk missile attached to them. So, Radiant Knight does what Skadi did when she was just released, except better and also consistently because she does true damage. But we will get to the unit.
All right. So
So yeah,
before a second point that I also want to make a notice is that don't feel pressured that if I'm pulling or if Jami's pulling or Mika when you're pulling or anybody else that's pulling to feel the
Yeah.
need to spend money in Arknights.
No,
Like
Yeah.
I would actually
this game, the game by design, literally game by design will literally give you all the necessary tools to literally complete the game
Yep.
without doing all that shenanigans. It
Yep.
is harder
Yeah.
without. It is harder if you're doing CC without a 6-star. I will admit that because you have to to do all this other shenanigans and get them. If you want to be like Dr. Silver, credits to him by the way, because that motherfucker knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So those are the two big notices. The two big things I want to point out is that don't feel pressure to literally pull for units. Just pull what you think you want to pull for, and second, pull for pull because you don't want to go that whole route of spending money. Now the game by design is actually compared to other gacha games is actually on the cheap side, but fun.
Yep.
But I talked about this like several times in my videos. I talked about this
I don't think the words "you don't have to pull for a unit" like are said often enough about Arknights, because I got word from our friends from another gacha that is way more popular for some fucking reason.
Regardless of what it is.
Apparently, the big brother has replaced the little sister, and apparently he power creeped her, which is hilarious. But we move on.
Okay. So shoutouts to my boy SSJ. Jam, you know who I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about when I say SSJ. Boy that supplies the music. Yeah. Make sure you give him my thing, so I always put him new music and such out there. So let's go ahead and talk about the event summary. So if you are looking at the stream right now, which I forgot to put a post on it, if someone can put the link and check my YouTube stuff when I'm seeing if I'm going live. We have the very first thing that I noticed is you are getting 42 primes from this event. That is a lot.
Yep.
Jesus. The second thing I noticed is this event currency here, which I'm not familiar with. Then
it's the event currency of the event.
Yeah, event currency of the event.
It's an event currency. It's the usual shit.
Yeah. Then of course, moving down, we have the event missions. We have a brand new free unit. Bunch of stuff that you can put in the base. And then tier 3 materials drop, which is lost coals, sugar packs, and
crystalline component.
Yeah, crystal component. Be honest with you, I have not felt the need to farm Loxicals lately.
I have not felt the need to farm for the last 4 months, honestly. Like, the only thing I'm farming now are the new resources, which is funny because the new events usually
give out the new events usually give out the brand new currency for the
but these ones don't, and I'm kind of
well, maybe it's because we don't have enough units to come out yet.
To be fair, we only have like what 2 6-stars.
Two 6-stars.
Once. 2 6-stars, yeah, and then 2 5-stars.
Yeah, so that's not really enough to drive it home. Yeah. But I will say on that latter note, I did get my Fartooth the E220 a couple hours ago.
Oh, we're gonna discuss Fartooth and how bad she is, and if she is at all bad later on a later date. But
event shop. Here's the event shop. You know, the same stuff. Which I'm pretty sure I don't have to go into details on what these materials are or anything
Yep.
like that, so we can
Yeah.
just skip all that. So
I will
A note.
mention.
Yeah.
the event
Yeah.
shop.
Well, event shop's one thing, but I will mention when it comes to the tier 3 drops, I'll say, as someone who's F2P and definitely does need mats, I would say from the looks of the tier 3 material drops, I would say out of these 3 mats, I honestly find that coal is going to be more used than sugar packs or the crystalline components because
Yeah.
Yeah,
one, coal especially, you're going to use plenty of them, especially when you build bipolar nanoflakes because those cost 2 white horse coal per pop. So
that is
it's
a lot.
it is a lot.
That
Yeah.
that being said, Crystal would be the second one. Mainly
Yeah.
because there aren't a lot of good maps to farm Crystal on. With good percentages. One other note, or thing of note about the event in general, this is one of those events that will not be rerun. Meaning, it's not the Bison event, it's not the Twilight of Volumond event. So do break a leg and farm everything that you think is useful, because otherwise you will not be able to re-enter the shop at all. And if you think about it, the rerun for Dusk's event wasn't on Cyan, as far as I know.
Really?
They didn't rerun the Dusk event. No.
So while we are getting the stuff together, how about we go ahead and watch both of these two, the animated PV and the event PV for the event while we're doing all this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, music as always is great.
All right,
Um,
event is all right. It's starting. It's
yeah.
about 5 minutes long.
这场惊心动魄的比赛标志着本届赛事已经进入了白热化的阶段。今年是感染者被允许参赛的第3个年头，虽然这些射出参赛者以更加血腥的决斗为他们自己赢得了骑士身份，也为卡西米尔带来了更多的收入，但是因此而积分的比赛还是。
对于卡西米尔，对于感染者来说，歧视究竟是什么？
所谓歧视，就是照亮整片大地的崇高者。
I ain't gonna lie, that look fucking cool as shit.
I mean, we are shown the boss of the event, which, spoilers, will not be platinum. It's gonna be the Red Knight that people noticed back in the day when this just was released.
Alright, second video. Here's the second video. This one is 2 minutes and 58 seconds, so we'll just say 3 minutes.
Yeah.
BB，正义号将会及时为大家提供支援。
哦，这招突袭很厉害，能倒回去重看一遍不？
休假的时间总是那么短暂，那么开始工作吧。
还在如今的卡西米尔保持着斗争之心的，都是可取之才，信我。
誓言、信赖，从来不会被时间改变，不是吗，博士？药骑士马加列灵光，龟裂。
So that was actually pretty interesting.
So to put an impetus on something, as I said, the whole story about Nell event is Nell is infected, and infected in Kazimierz, as you may have seen, are kind of not liked, just as anywhere really. And the previous banner, the one with Fartooth and Ashlock, continues. It comes on heels of the now banner coming out with Flametail and Wildmane, because all of those are infected knights, and Null is kind of the, I guess, leader. And if you look at E2 of, let's say, Ashlock or Fartooth, you see there are 5 crests. One of them is and I think apparently the robot is the thing in the Knights as well, which is hilarious to me, but hey. There is a falco or an eagle. There is a squirrel. There is the gray squirrel with like a shield and a fucking cannon. There is a horse, a Pegasus, and another horse. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. The Kazimierz now has a infected knight order sort of thing, which me like being based on Poland, it's kind of obvious that knights and whole knightlyhood and stuff is the theme and the topic. On the more grander scale of things, from what I understand, we will find out things about Shining finally. Because we know absolutely fucking nothing about it. And bunch of cool arts are gonna be placed.
So just like every other, well, any other stage in Dark Knights, you have to at least have cleared 1-10, obviously. And each of these event stations are going to be unlocked in rounds: round 1, round 2, round 3.
Yeah. Just to keep in mind, this event lasts for 3 weeks, not 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just like every other event, limited banner event, starting I think Chen, this is gonna be for 3 weeks. Might be under tides, but I don't know. I don't remember particularly fondly that event or the event after. It's gonna be 3 weeks. It's gonna be a bunch of cool stuff you can do, including going to a link on the Arknight's global official whatever site and get everyday goodies that you should get for sharing. And you don't need to share through Facebook to get stuff. You just need to press copy the link and you will get free shit. You don't have to repost it, actually. And up until the event, you're gonna get gift. And if you're late for a gift, it's fine. It's gonna go till, I think, something May, so it's fine. I think 5th of May. So if you want to get shit done, you can get shit done.
So
obsolete.
So scrolling through, then we're gonna have some new operators. Wildmane. We also see the event store, the Path to Radiant, and we have the 2 6-stars and the 1 5-star. So we have Nero the Radiant Knight, which is the limited unit, Duelist Guard. We also have Flametail, a skill DP recovery vanguard, and we have Coruscant, Ifrit the Burninator caster. So we will go from 5 to 6. So let's talk about the 5-star first.
Let's talk about the free unit, which is the Wildmane.
Yeah.
Oh wait, my bad. Well,
Yeah.
Wildman is the welfare.
my bad.
Yeah.
We'll do my Wild Maiden is the 5-star.
Yes,
I thought you said
Yes.
4-star.
5-star. He is a 5-star.
She's a welfare operator.
Yes.
So pretty much, let's see, DP on kill, charger, okay.
There is a reason why she's really good, and I mean it without like mocking. This is a really good welfare operator.
Potential, talent. Let's see, talent. After first deployment cost of all undeployed guard operators -1. That is really nice. So that means that if you have most guards are like 19, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, they go down by 1. That's actually pretty nifty. After deployment cost of all, blah, blah, blah. Each operator have a maximum -5 deployment cost before each deployment. What? Damn.
So that whole thing is a reminder that there are other units that lower deployment cost. So the whole Kazimierz thing, I guess, is you using Kazimierz as let's say as a deploy, like they stack off of each other, right? So Wildmane is Kazimierz, you have your Fartooth and your Ashlock, your Null Radiant Knight, your Zafia aka Whislash, and your what's her face, Blemishine. So apart from that, there is Platinum. There is, from what I remember, also 4-star Sniper Meteor, and Gravel.
Yeah.
Gravel is also Kazimierz. So apart from them benefiting off of each other, this particular character lowers the deployment of guards by 1. Now, here is a thing that consists throughout the entirety of Arknight. Melee tiles are more dominant over the ranged tiles. You can argue with me to death, this is how it is.
Yeah.
So the most used units are, as to be expected, guards, vanguards, and defenders. To some extent, specialists. This is probably the best welfare operator to date. Fight.
You know, I can't argue that only because of the fact that majority, like, you always want to have somebody to stop incoming units or block them from coming through.
Yep.
And they even teach you to start the game that, hey, make sure you put someone down to block someone from coming into the blue box.
Yep.
No matter what it is. And even in CC terms, I see people always do, like, put down someone on a ground unit.
Yep.
Usually first before they put someone on the ranged tiles. Not saying that ranged units are not important at all. When he's not saying that. He's literally saying that melee unit tiles are more potent than ranged units.
There are more deployable melee tiles. One other thing that people don't seem to get, surprisingly, if you remove Wildmane from the map, the buff doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not while he is deployed, it's after he's being deployed.
So let's go into the skills of this character.
Yeah.
So skill 1, stabbing lance after deployment, attack speed plus 60. Skill 2. Oh yeah, this is literally what we saw on the video. Expand attack range, attack plus 30. Attacks will push the target away with medium force.
He's a lancer. Or she's a lancer, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's a she, right?
Yeah, it's a she.
Yeah.
Wildman's.
Great. More women, thank you. Yes. She's a lancer. She's a fucking wing hussar from Poland. How apt and cool and nice.
Yeah.
Factory, okay.
Not a lot of other things to say other than she's really good, and if you play off of guards, which I really don't know who doesn't play off of Gods, like with Surta existing.
Who's next on the list? It was
Corrosium.
Corsair.
So he's one of the few snakes we have.
Caster. Okay.
He's basically a 5-star Ifrit class.
Yes.
All right. So wait. So is this the second Ifrit class that we have actually?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the actual Ifrit.
All right. Blast Caster.
Who is an apt replacement.
All right. Talent. Here's the talent. Tactical resting. After not attacking for 4 seconds, SP recovery speed. Okay. After not attacking. Okay.
This is very important for 2 reasons. So, number 1, if you're gonna roll for Null Banner, and you think, hey, maybe I should roll, like, you get everything, and you think, maybe I should get some more, do it. Because he is basically saying that, hey, my recovery speed of SP is 1.5, right? So instead of 1 SP per second, he gets 1.5, which is really good. If you get him up to potential 5.
Speaking of which, I need to see his attack. 638 attack. Potential 3 will be a 33 on top of that, so that will be 671? No, 72.
With the full trust, it's about 750 attack. Roughly. 725, 28.
And if let's just say for shits and giggles that if I don't have it for it, scrolling this up to E2, we'll just say 50 for this.
Yep.
Which
I wouldn't do.
That's 714. DP cost 33, as I expected. Arts resist is 20. Okay. Attack interval 2.9. So that is actually very high. Skill 1, focus, overload, attack plus 50%, and then stun for 10 seconds after the skill ends. Oh, don't you remind me of you know who.
Yeah. There is one thing to note about that skill.
Skill 2.
Specifically, the way. So the way it's presented, it's like, oh yeah, he's stunned for 10 seconds. How horrible! I will remind you, while he's stunned, he's not attacking. So while he's stunned for 10 seconds, he gets 15 of that in speed back.
Which is not a bad thing because of the fact that for anybody that has Spectre.
Yes. And now if you really think about it, he is only waiting for another 15 seconds to get his skill again. And at skill 7, it's plus 100% attack magical in an Ifrit line, which is really good if you don't have Ifrit. If you do, you use a second skill, which is
Conductive Corrosive Blast, attack plus 25% attack. Silence the targets for 3 seconds. Skill can be manually deactivated as skill. What?
Skill can be manually deactivated in its silences.
Oh,
so this is a unit. This is a unit for people that complain about Annihilation 3 being too difficult without Silver Ash.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna explain you why.
Hold on. Do we need to have a pause and talk? Hold on. Let's pause everything, okay? Hold on.
Yes.
Annihilation 3 too difficult without the use of Silver Ash.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there, okay? If you have a hard time clearing Annihilation 3, I get
Without
it.
Silver Ash? Without
No,
Silver Ash?
no. Hold on. Let me make this argument first, and we get to that. If
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
sure.
if you have a hard time clearing Annihilation 3, I get it. Okay, I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah, we did.
Some of us use Silver Ash. I personally didn't own one at the time.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you who I owned or borrowed? Ifrit.
Well, good thing you
Lapland.
mentioned. Yes. But let me explain. He silences things for 3.5 seconds. His attack speed is 2.9 seconds. So things will be constantly silenced. And that skill is useful for Annihilation 3 if you're a starting person that didn't get Ifrit, because back in the day getting Ifrit was really simple, and now it's really difficult, unsurprisingly. Some fucking reason.
I got Ifrit instead of AF Yala.
Hey,
Right.
I got Ifrit as my third 6-star when I started playing the game, but he silences the guys that beat you down with silence, and that is his usefulness. I shit you not. This is kind of a welfare operator, except he's not really, but he's really good if you don't have Ifrit, and also are kind of early to mid game life. Let's put it
Yeah.
politely.
So
He's really good.
so
He's really good.
so
He
and
does a lot of tasks.
so let's go ahead and ask this question again to the three of us.
Yeah.
Personally, if I'm gonna pull, I'm gonna pull. Like there ain't no
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm personally gonna see if I can get this unit. Just
He,
That is probably a guarantee on most occasions.
Yeah.
I have never heard from anybody who pulled for limited banner events that they didn't get a 5-star though. Like I have never heard from anybody.
well. Okay, well, to be fair, okay, in the sense of a gacha game, in the sense of the random number generator, okay,
Yeah.
there are chances that you don't get the 5-star.
Yes, but they are really, really slim, because if you're not getting a 5, like, you have to pull for a 6-star in your first pull, for both of them actually, no, for one of them, to ruin your chance to get a 5-star, and you get a 5-star guaranteed anyway.
It may not be the one that you want initially, but it's 5-star at
It's
the.
a 5-star, yes. And then you have about 5 to 6% depending, because the gacha as always lies. It's actually more percent than it says to get the 5-star you want.
So, going back to this unit, personally, I really want this unit because of the second skill, not because of the first, but because of the second.
Yeah.
I feel as though I might use both.
It is completely justified.
Yeah, but however, since I already own Ifrit,
Yes.
my question is to you. Well, since I already own Ifrit, the use of using skill 1 is. I'll put it this way. All right, let me go to my Ifrit real quick and let me see the stats on her before I say anything else. Before I regret saying something that's going to be wrong. My Ifrit is E270 has 982 attack, potential 4. So now, if I were to check if I were to go to E270, his attack is 745, and we're not using any skills right now. So so that's 745, and we're gonna add the 90.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will add the 33.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 123 plus 745, which is 868, which still good. No matter what you say, that's still good.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
And you are recovering 0.45 SP per second.
Mm-hmm.
How much does Ifrit gain per second again?
She gains 2 per 6 seconds.
2 per 6 second. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will be completely honest. This is one of those units that you can afford to. If you already have a pot, if you have anything higher than if you have a pot 4 or higher Ifrit, or heck, if I can even say pot 3 or higher Ifrit, you're basically saying that you don't necessarily need to use the 5-star, but to use it just because it's fun.
So,
damage wise, Ifrit beats him. But if you want to silence, well, okay, hold on. Maybe let me take that statement back.
Actually,
hold on. Let me take that statement back. Hold on, and be more specific.
Wait.
If you want something to die, you want to use Ifrit.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Due to the resistant.
What skill does Ifrit use?
These days, it's
3.
like
It's 2.
Skill
It's skill 2 for general use. Skill 3 for killing bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say if I want something to die, I meant in a sense of killing someone like
Mandragora.
That's one.
And whom exactly else?
In C, and we're talking CC here.
Okay. Yeah, right. So, here's the thing. Due to you using skill 2.
Skill 3 or skill 2 or both?
Skill 3 or skill 2, yes. So skill 2 is potentially better, but there is a catch. She does skill 2 every... I'm not gonna lie, every 3rd or 4th attack. Depending. Most of the time, every 3rd attack. Which is huge damage, and she does outdamage Corrosium. But during skill 2, Corrosium does more consistent damage than Ifrit.
Are we talking in the sense of skill 2, or are we talking in the sense of skill
2? Skill 1. Skill 1. Skill 1 Corrosium does more consistent damage than skill 2 Ifrit. Because skill 2 Ifrit goes first attack, second attack, and then explosion. Corrosium does a bunch of huge damage every time he attacks, which is doubled actually. So in the sense of I want to kill something very, like, there is a wave coming, I want to kill it fast and not wait for every 3rd attack from Ifrit, that is Corrosium's bonus. But yes, she outdoes him. Now, if you want to talk about skill 3, Ifrit versus skill 1, Corrosium. Skill 1 Corrosium beats Ifrit by a long shot because he does 200% of his damage versus Ifrit's dealing 110 every second.
But you have to keep in mind if it does have the utility of being able to shred art's resistance.
That's
which is something that Corrosium doesn't.
No. Then Ifrit beats him. Beats.
That's sort of what I meant. Like deals 100. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I should be fair, and we'll just now my Ifrit is at M3.
Yeah.
So I may not get the number right, but this is literally what it says. Deals 140% attack as arts damage to ground enemies within attack range every second and reduce their resistance by minus 20. This unit loses 2% max HP every second.
Yeah. Yeah, she beats him with skill 3 is probably one of the best skills in the game. I agree. I talk a bunch of bullshit. However, Corrosium is either one really good as a replacement for Ifrit with his skill 1, or as a support for Ifrit at a skill 2.
So if I were to ask you the general question, if I had to pick one, if you had to pick either one of these two to kill a boss, you can literally just say either or at that point, which is
I would say why not both? Because most bosses these days have obnoxious abilities that can be silenced. So I would use Corrosium to silence and Ifrit to burn.
Well, what I meant in the argument is not the fact that you can't bring both, because there'll be people that probably don't have one or the other.
Definitely could.
That is fair.
Yeah, but if I had to ask in a general use,
he does.
Yeah, he wins. No, he wins. In a general use, he wins. I will not argue that. If we are talking in the sense of killing bosses, she wins.
Yes.
So
that being said, Ifrit technically wins in general use as well. But here is like a thing to note.
But she can't silence.
Well, yeah. Here is a 5-star versus one of the best and the most consistent DPS units
in the game that's been out since like what for like 2 years.
And the guy like not bad compared to her.
I mean,
now you know what is my favorite thing to do is like, okay, well, let's take a look at what he's competing with, and the answer is every other AoE caster in the game, which he kills everything except for AF Yala.
And to be fair, AF Yala, Ifrit, still the best duo to know.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
So, going back to what I originally said, because I don't want to spend too much time on this unit.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing, no matter what anybody says, which is why I literally went out and said, if you already had a Ifrit, well, AF Yala, but Ifrit, then getting this unit is like saying you can use both if you have both. But if you have someone, like I just said, like a pot for Ifrit.
Yeah, there is like.
But I will say that in the light of what you told me and the damage you compare, I kind of want to replace the Ifrit on my Annihilation run and use Skill 2 or Skill 1. I think you are right about more right on the Skill 2 than the 1, but when you really look at it and I keep looking at it, if I were to M3 to Skill 1, that's 135%. Versus Skill 2 that gives off 100% and targets are silent for 5 seconds. And the duration is 25 seconds.
Yep.
I really don't see why can't you M6 this skill?
No, this is one of the best M6 units in the game.
Like
there is like a bunch of reasons why, but I'm gonna point out one simple thing that people kind of don't understand. Hey, how often does Ifrit use her like big burst on skill 2 against Chaff for only heavy slow guy to come in, and she's like, I'm just gonna puke you with my normal attack? How often does she do that? Because my answer is a lot. And this guy just says, nah, double damage for the entire duration.
So
yeah, I guess for 10 seconds.
So if we are since we made the argument on the general use,
yes, he is.
I will say yes for the general use, but killing bosses, she still wins.
No. He's not about killing bosses. He's about
no. That's not what I meant. I meant to say in general bosses, she wins.
Yeah, absolutely.
In general use, he wins. So my question to you is, which skill do you use in a general use? Because I have half a mind to literally just say skill
In
1
a
and
gen-
call it a day.
No. So it depends. He can do two things: either kill everything from time to time, or let you kill everything from like consistently. Skill 1 is chaff, and every wave you activate it, and it's consistent. 10 seconds stun, he regens 15, then he regens on normal 15-second rate, maybe a bit faster, and then you kill everything again and again and again. Skill 2, if you know there are like the Hammer Boys coming, or the Casimir Knights coming, or like some other dog shit unit coming, you're like, okay, well, we're gonna take skill 2, we're gonna silence them for potentially 5 seconds, which is one of the longest silence. I think the longer only Lapland does. And no, it's actually the same, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, I think it is.
Give me a second. I'll check.
Maybe it's 3, but I think it's 5. And he just supports your other units in killing, while also providing, quite honestly, not a terrible amount of damage at M3 skill 2, which is double damage with a silence for 5 seconds,
6.
which is amazing.
It's 5. It's technically 5, but it popped 6. No, it popped 5. She goes to 6.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Still good though, no matter what. But
in terms of like which skill to use, here is the answer for you. With skill 2, he's not gonna be using his talent. He's not gonna be regenning at 1.5. With skill 1, he will. And that is the difference. It's 25 seconds. The game lies to you, actually, right? It's not SP cost 30. It's SP cost 25.
what?
Well, think about it. He sits for 10 seconds.
Hold on. What it says on Game Press, it says SP cost is 40, and this I'm reading skill 2, by the way.
Oh, no, I'm talking about skill 1.
Oh yeah, hold up. Skill 1, yeah, it says 30, duration 30.
Yeah.
And stun for 10 seconds.
On 10 seconds after skill end. Yes. So here is the thing, right? It's not SP cost 30, it's SP cost 25-ish. Because 10 seconds stun is 15 SP. About.
Mm-hmm.
So he only needs to regen another 50. So it's 25 seconds.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's Exusii, except it's activatable, and it's a double damage, and you don't use him afterwards for like a bit.
Okay, so we'll just wrap this up, and because I don't want to put too much time on this one, because we got a lot to go over. So if we are dealing with mobs that are not really a threat, okay, so we'll just say this: in the latest Annihilation run, which are literally units that's coming through a sandstorm and everything like that.
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to silence anything like that.
No, you don't.
So that would be a skill 1 scenario. In a skill 2 scenario, if we had to deal with someone like a hammer guy that can stun your units, or somebody that's going to be a problem for melee units, that's when the skill 2 comes into play. So it would be depending on the stage. Yeah. So okay, that makes sense. We'll just wrap up and say that, because we got to go to the next 2 units, which are Flamethrowers, Nerd.
We also have Pudding and Honeyberry
for the red search job. Yes.
Hold up. Let's get the banner first, then we go for those 2.
Okay, fair enough. Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Where do we want to start then?
Let's start with Flametail.
Let's do Flametail. Yeah.
So Flametail is a Texas type Vanguard.
So skill DP, Vanguard 6-star. DP, survival, blocks 2 enemies. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm not gonna even read it deep into this. Is Flametail better Texas? Just throwing this out there. I don't know nothing about this.
Yes and no.
Okay, that's what I need to know. Alright, so trust extra stats attack power. Attack power plus 25 second talent enhancement. Okay, after dodging, the next attack hits twice. What the? After dodging, the next attack hits twice and attack multiple enemies equal to block count. Okay, when deployed, our charismatic operators gain 22% physical dodge.
Physical evasion.
Okay, evasion, but and you named off all, and you earlier in the stream named off all 4, or was it 5?
There are 5 plus another 4 at least.
Okay.
Casimir units.
One of them being gravel, the other one being was it platinum? No.
So if we're looking at the entire Casimir, it's the 2 previous banners. Very simple to get. Except, well, no, the previous banner, the coming up banner, except for Corrosive, because he's not Casimir.
Okay.
And then there is the darling that is gravel, Meteor, Platinum, the original Nerl, Whislash, and Blemishine.
So if I were to use this unit with the other units, in a general use in a team, not really team Casimir, not really in a team, but
it can definitely be Team Casimir. Really simply.
I mean, you're not wrong, but the only issue I have with that is, do they have a? I feel like they should have a caster for them by now.
I mean, why do you need a caster if you have true damage Nerl?
You know what? I take back what I... Well, no, I don't take back what I said because of the fact that we have specialists, we have a guard, we have a tank, we have a
support guard.
Support guard.
We have a healer tank.
And healer tank. And we have a sniper. Doesn't it make sense to actually have a caster with this team?
I mean, from the lore perspective, no. For a reason that they are knights, they're not casting.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, they have a sniper that does the most damage in the game from sniper perspective by far.
All right, let's get into the units. Skill 1.
Yeah.
The skill 1 for Flametail is going to be quick intuition. Immediately gain 60p and evade the next physical attack.
It's dog shit.
Skill 2.
I'm gonna say right now, it's dog shit.
Hold up, skill 2.
Yeah.
Skill 2.
Yeah.
Pinus
Silvestris.
Sylvestris?
Yes.
Pinus Sylvestris.
Really?
Okay, don't pronounce it like that. The heck?
I'm sorry, it's Latin. I know you're fucking uneducated Americans, but it's Pinus Sylvestris.
Okay.
I'm not the one who said it though.
Yep. No, I said it, and you know why? Because it means silverwood pine. This is the name of their order. It's the order of silverwood pine.
Okay, immediately obtain 10 DP, deal 150% physical damage 2 times to at most 6 nearby enemies and stunned up for 0.5 seconds. Ally units within range gain 35% physical evasion for 10 seconds. And the third skill says skill 3 Flameheart. Gradually obtain 8 DP while the skill is active. Reduce attack interval. Reduce to 70%. Attack plus 30%. Block count plus 1. Physical and arts evasion plus 60%. I'm gonna go ahead and just roll this out there and say skill 2 is the best skill.
No. No.
No, I was gonna say.
Hey,
I was gonna say skill 3.
You do realize that she is a Casimir unit as well.
Yeah.
Would you like 102% physical evasion?
100 and what?
With a
Because
block.
yeah.
Oh, physical and arts evasion. Okay, I didn't read that. Yeah, skill 3.
No.
Let's go through.
No. So Texas does something very interesting, which is she does her stun 6 times.
She has a longer, way longer stun duration though.
She has a way longer stun duration, but she doesn't give out that sweet allied units within range gain 45% physical evasion thing. And I'm just looking at one particular tank that I have leveled and trying to M3 currently. Hello, Croissant. You got block or evasion? Physical arts. Yeah, it's evasion. So, let me tell you about something that not a lot of people use, which is Croissant. She gives out half of her talent, which is 20% chance of physical evasion, to the ally. With Croissant and Flametail, you're looking at 55% physical evasion on any unit they hit. Now, on skill 1, the talent of Croissant doubled during the skill activation. So you're looking at 65% physical evasion to anybody. In melee or range tile, it doesn't matter. Granted, Croissant's range is far smaller, but it's still a lot. If you want to build a team that literally doesn't die because they don't get hit, Flametail is what you want. I shit you not, she's really good. If you are fighting units that hit you like a fucking truck, and in CC, from what I've seen from CCs, these units are being slept on. Flametail and
Well, they're being slept on because here's the thing about CC. In most CCs, and I think Jamie can back me up on this, what is the best way to deal with these upcoming units and not use anyone that's not really, not killing them? So
don't fight them. Yeah, exactly. Don't fight them.
Yeah, so so I'm gonna add, because I was going to say something about this towards another streamer, and I do like this streamer. I'm not gonna mention any names. I'm not gonna say anything about this one, but every person in the game of Arknights, well, in the streamers love every unit, depending on who they are. Whether they like them, whether they hate them because of voice actors, because of their kid, because of this here, yada yada. I was gonna issue a challenge to them to say, you know what? You love this unit. Here's a challenge for you. Could you clear CC at higher than 18? We don't want no 19. We don't want 20. I want you to get it as high as you can with the use of that favorite unit. Can you do it?
Again, maybe, because it depends on CC, right?
Yeah. Now, I want to see if they can do it or not. They had the right to decline.
Yeah.
Now, currently in the game of Arknights, I have several favorites.
Oh yeah.
But one of the ones that favors out to me the most, because she was my first, is Exu. She was my first.
Yep.
I know in CC she's not that great to be used, depending on what CC we're talking about, because there's a thing called armor that she can shred armor, but she can't shred armor past a certain threshold when it comes to CC.
Yeah.
Not by herself, bro.
Yeah, not by herself at least, but others they can.
So yeah, absolutely. And that is a reminder for people. She can either be for a very short time, which is 8 seconds. And yeah, 8 seconds at all M3s. A 3 block, 102% physical and 80% magical block fucking tank that just doesn't take damage most of the time, unless it's like magical, actually. Or she can give out ridiculous amounts of physical dodge to people around her, which you can get buff even higher and become God. Well, not God, but it is, I think, the best unit to represent this. We take, if I'm gonna like spell the combo right now, right? Because you expect me. So you take Theta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gain 40% physical evasion at A2. We take Croissant, give her another 10, potentially 20, so we're looking at 60. And then we give her another 45 with Flametail, and suddenly Theta is unable to die from physical damage coming on any source.
As I'm going through and looking at this, when I really, really do look at this,
Yep.
alright, I'll be honest with you, and this is from the banner itself. The most impressive unit so far from the banner
Yep.
is the 5-star to me.
Corrosium, as it should be. I don't think in a limited banner.
Well, okay, there's probably only like one limited banner unit that I use on a consistent basis, or at least I try to find use for, and that's W.
There isn't a single unit that I use that is limited that I like. I'm sorry, I like sometimes bringing W, but not often.
I mean,
Chen is M3. I don't care for Chen. I have very limited uses for her. It like to put like chips on the fucking table. Hey, you want a good unit from this banner? Roll for Corrosium. If you get Flametail, be happy. You can do some weird and amazing shenanigans if you know how to play. And if you don't, she's a good Texas replacement. She's a good Vanguard. Really good with her skill 3. If you don't want to think. If you want to think, skill 2 is something that you might use and might be surprisingly effective. Because, as I said, Theta with her and with Croissant are kind of this wall of I'm gonna dodge next couple of incoming damages for like it's good. It's a good combo if you need to tank someone who does physical damage, a lot of it, and if you time it right, it's great. So as I said, it's a good gimmick unit, it's a good no-brainer unit. Will she replace Saga? No. Will she replace Texas? Not for a lot of people. Will she replace Zima? To me, no. Fuck no. Of course not.
Is she good? Now, my question: now, is she essential to a Vanguard team?
From what I see, no.
Okay, my main take is Flametail. I say one edge that she has, and I'll say like honestly, I think her best skill here is skill 3.
Yeah.
Just because the uptime is so good.
Yeah.
And I see that as an edge over Saga in terms of like holding lane because she has more consistent damage.
Oh yeah, she can hold lane way better, and she also can block 3 people. And every time she evades, by the way, she attacks every unit equal to her block count. So she's pretty good at that. The way, to me, again, this is my take on the game. Vanguards, like everything has a purpose, right? You don't fire a buckshot at a fucking swarm of flies, right? A weapon, or a unit, or a tool, and you use it. And Saga, to me, in most cases, replaced Myrtle because she can hold a lane while generating DP. This unit can generate a DP, which is not a lot and it's pretty good, but what you're doing with it is really holding the lane for that tight spot that a lot of early high damage units come out, which I'm failing to remember the names of because they don't exist. Like,
But
what is she
yeah.
fighting that will kill her, that she will be needing to block, while also evading? Like, whom are we fighting?
Yeah,
Well-
it's not.
Well, let me
But
ask this.
yes, I agree. The third skill is the best skill. This hands down.
But
I agree completely.
but here's the other thing to know. It's kind of hard. Flametail for me, she is good, but the main thing is, it's kind of hard to justify like other vanguards and stuff, especially because flag pipe exists, and flag pipe alone is already pretty good at just like getting going early on.
And
just
then don't forget that we also have Siege, and Siege, every time a unit dies in the one like next to her in one of the 4 tiles, she gain that's another DP cost. I mean
Yes.
DP plus. So
Yep. Like, there are a lot of things about Flametail that people say, Flametail suck. No,
no, she doesn't suck.
no,
but there are several conditions that you have to be aware of if you want to upgrade and pull for Flametail. She is a consistent, really good, sort of dueling kind of Vanguard that you can also employ for shenanigans. But she is definitely not Siege. She's definitely not Saga. Hell, she's not even Bagpipe. She is in her own niche. She's not Texas either. And that niche is, do you want to play the game in a way up until this point no other unit allowed, which is, I just refuse to take damage because I have 105% dodge while pushing away from me units, Theta? Yes, you can do that now. You're welcome. And hey, her buff is really good for a lot of really good units. Blemishine is slept on up until this day. Both Null units are great, which we're gonna get to. Zephyr Null, which is Whislash, amazing buffer. Meanwhile, also giving buff to tanks and guards and people with 2 block or more, which Flametail gets 3 block at his skill 3, so she gets even better with more attack and defense. One of the best debuff snipers in the game, one of the best snipers in the game, one of the highest damaging units in the game, a fucking Ashlock, which we will get to. And, like, the Kazimish team, as you call it, with Flametail in charge, is a really good team. I would probably say it's, up until Gnosis comes out, it's the best team so far. Because if you're wondering, Silverrush does a lot of Gnosis team. Like the Kiarang team is Silverrush and the support for him. But Kazimish is absolutely self-sustainable. They have enough heal to live through the most thing. They have enough damage if they need to. They have buffs, they have range killers, they have tanks, they have support unit. Like, it's a well-rounded composition that you can use. That I suggest people do use.
well, a lot of people are not going to use because they rather just see everything die in like 1-2 hits or going with kaboom.
Hey, that is a question of mentality of players and not the question of game being good. Like, if I see Yone on mid, I know this is a person that likes to be edgy and likes to win in League of Legends. I don't think they want to play to have fun.
Well, let's get to the next unit.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's
it's
get
a
to
good unit. You roll it. Don't be upset. Just learn how to use it. Point in case. No Radiant.
Neural the Radiant Knight. This is the limited unit. Guard. Duelist guard. Wow, I'm not gonna lie. I do really like this art design. This looks cool.
She's there are a lot of references. One of them is a biblical one, but hey, so
Oh, there's a video here.
Talents.
Ooh,
Oh,
it
this is
moves.
You have to watch the video.
Yeah, I kind of want to. Oh wait.
she is pretty, and
Blossom.
also she does the superhero landing thing.
Blast
Yep.
one enemy, duelist unit, that could be accepted. Trust extra stats, she gains HP, which is 200 attack power plus 85. Alright, first talent. After deployment, deal 50% true damage to enemies in the 4 adjacent tiles and stun them for 2 seconds. If the last deployment operator is a Casimir operator, deal an additional hit. So this is the part where I'd be like, alright, Gravel, go. Alright, you're next.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's gonna be funny. Alright. Daybreak. Attacked. What? Ignore 20% defense. Okay.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you remember how I said that
Yeah. Yeah.
Scotty has nothing on her. Just by talents alone, she already beats her.
Alright, hold on. Let's look at the damage and how much she does. That's
enough.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of damage.
That's a lot. Hold on. E2. Oh my god.
To quote one meme man, that's a lot of damage.
Dude.
I mean, she is a Dreadnought guard, which means she's gonna have like high HP and attack but low defense. Sort of Dreadnoughts.
She gets to 1,000
With
attack.
a caveat, though, with a caveat about that low defense.
Yeah, E2 69, 1021. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Ignore 20% damage.
Yep.
Well, 23 if you got to get her to part 5.
Now let me say something that again not a lot of people know. The minimal amount of damage that any unit can do to any other enemy unit in this game is 5%. She does at minimum 25% of her attack to any unit.
Hold on. Skill 1. Expanding attack range plus 25% and attack 3 plus 14. And that's infinite duration.
Yes. And it goes up. The line goes up, by the way. Both in attack speed and attack damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a lot.
That is a lot. Attack speed plus 50 means she attacks every 0.75 seconds.
Okay, that is Jesus. Yep. Skill 2. Does not.
This skill is the what's it called? This is the interesting one.
Night Scouring Gleam. Passive. Does not use deployment slots. That's SP cost is 0 and 0. After deployment, attack plus 6% and gain 2 layers of shield. When the skill end, automatically retreat and redeployment time is increased by 25%. If the last deployed operator is a Casimir operator, redeployment time will not increase.
Yep. So keep in mind this skill scales up to 4 layers of shield and 160% attack. And the funny thing is, when she's deployed, right? I think she's the first operator to not count as a deployment slot, not by trait.
Nope.
But by her skill.
Yep.
So
obsolete. This skill alone allows a very specific type of play in Casimir's team, which is you play as normal, except every time the shit hits the fan, you deploy Null. And guess what? If you remove Null and don't deploy anything after Null, the last unit deployed was the Casimir's unit, which is Null.
Or if you decide to use gravel or something like that to emergency
That
stop.
is also the case. Like, she becomes a long redeploy. Basically, she becomes a Surtur, except with more tanky-ish and
Yeah.
kind of like I. She gets shit done when the going gets tough, right? Because she reduces defense, she does a lot of damage, she does true damage after deployment. And the Kazimierz unit, you need to remember the talent. 80% of her attack is true damage twice. So it's like, and then she beats a bunch of people with her stick, and then she's like,
What's done?
"Bye," and then she goes, and then she goes again. And then she goes, and then she goes again.
The fuck?
Yeah. Good, right? It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna take what now. I'm gonna go back and look at what you said a couple of months back, and this is what we talked about limited units.
Yeah.
Yeah, limited units are getting stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I will say, yeah, she's pretty strong. Like the only
I
I'll
haven't
say
even
mainly-
seen skill 3 yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, skill 3 is
Oh, wow.
another interesting skill as well.
Okay, hold on. Let's read it. Blazing Sun. I can't read that word. Of sense
Of obeisance.
of obeisance.
Yeah.
Summons a blazing sun on a deployable ground tile within the 4 adjacent tiles, dealing true damage equal to 80% of neural the radiant next attack to nearby enemies and stun them for 3 seconds. Expand the self-attack range. Attack plus 40%, defense plus 20% when attacking enemies blocked by itself or the blazing sun attacks deal true damage. What the fuck?
Yeah. She deals 3 damage. Basically this skill up to 3 skills up by like 110% of her attack.
Yeah.
And 140% attack and 100% defense.
What the
While basically getting mini Silver Ash range. A slightly shorter Silver Ash range of attack range.
Do I need an M6 this? Like, what?
Oh, yeah, she is a strong M6.
I think I might E2 her day 1.
So here
A strong M6.
here are 2 things you need to remember about this. This is a 25-second duration skill with a 40 SP cost.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is a range expanding skill that does stupid amounts, more than double amount of damage to everyone in the range and replaces damage with true damage if she's blocking. She can only block 1 target though, so it's a problem, but it's about 2.5k damage per hit. Now, it's not as good as a lot of people think. And the reason why is pretty simple. The Blazing Sun doesn't do damage. It does the initial tick of 110 and stuns people and then blocks how many?
2.
2. So she can, between her and her, I'm gonna call it familiar because that's what it is. Between her and her familiar, she can block 3 people, and she's going to do true damage to them, but she doesn't do damage to all units in that she blocked. She only does true damage to blocked units. So she doesn't attack every unit she blocks or within her range.
Yeah.
So she's not your end-all be-all. She will relatively slowly, which at 1.5 attack speed, attack per second, like it's 1.5 second attack speed, she will slowly kill with really hard strokes 3 targets, and then start stabbing people in front of her with her normal damage.
This is a very strong unit. Jesus Christ.
That
I
is a
think-
really strong unit, but she isn't overpowered.
Yeah. I think skill 3 is strong, power skill, but considering the fact that we already have like units like Surtur and Calcit with their skill 3 as well, yeah, it doesn't look as broken.
Not
I
only doesn't it
think-
look as broken,
I think
It
I might. I
also-
think I might end up using skill 2 over the skill 3. Honestly, depending on the
oh,
job.
wow.
Yeah, I think endgame, I think skill 2 is about better skill. for,
Now,
like, end-
the thing about skill 2 is every time people talk about, like, oh yeah, she doesn't use deployment. Yes, but she does use a slot in your team.
Correct.
Hmm.
And if you really want a stat stick that beats people as a slot in your team, it's not a bad skill, a skill 2. She gets shields, she gets a lot of damage. 160 at M3, which I suggest people M9 know. I joke not. If you want to use her really well, M9 her. Like, this is an easy M9 because it look at the jumps.
I saw each of those things, and far as because I still need to move this video along.
One of them, like, it's unit where I don't know where to start M9ing, right? She gets from 120 and from 3 shields to 160 and 4 shield. So it's plus 40% attack damage with her already obscene damage. So it's like another 400 damage at skill 2. At skill 1, she gets another 25? Is it 25?
15%,
Another 15% attack and another
plus 12 attack speed.
12 attack speed, bringing her up to 0.75 attack speed, which is amazing. It's like as fast as some snipers, if not faster. And at skill 3, she gets 110, like, fucking stupid amount of stat. Stupid.
Yeah, 10% more true damage scaling, 40% more attack, 30% more defense.
Alright,
And-
I know we're still talking about this unit,
And
but we
SP
still.
costs cheaper. So.
I know we're still talking about this unit, but we still gotta move along with the rest of the rest of the video, because we can get into the more political stuff later. But in an overall general of this banner, rating 1 being the lowest, being 5 being the highest, and rate of stars, what would you give this banner amount of stars?
It's consistent, really good. If you're not gonna roll it, I think, at least for Corrosium, it's a mistake. Unless you, like, have everything in the world and don't need anything. It's a solid 4. And there is a reason why I say it's 4 and not a 5. This is a limited banner. That's it. People not gonna see this banner in the foreseeable future. Furthermore, this banner has 2 really bad things going for him. You get W and Rosmontis as additional limited units in this banner.
In the off banner, yes. You have a high chance.
In the high chance you have a high chance to get them in this banner instead of no.
Right.
This is a really big issue that this banner has.
But
That has nothing to do with amazing units.
Well, in a sense of gotcha, because I saw this coming. Like, remember when we first got the first limited banner unit, which was the Nian?
Yeah, Nian.
And there were people that got her. And a lot of people use her like only a couple of times and then just throw it away in the safe lock and key.
Yeah.
The next limited banner that came after that, she was also a chance to get on the rate up as well because it was a limited banner.
Yeah.
And I completely understand why you would give it a 4-star, but I saw this to be expected because of the fact that if they did this for this, that means they're going to rack up more, and then they're going to rack up more, and then they're going to rack up more, and then they're going to rack up more.
Yeah.
So there's going to be somebody that you know, or somebody out there that's streaming on Twitch or YouTube or Twitter or somebody like that that's going to get hit with this.
Yes.
Right.
And it may not even be somebody that you know, but you saw it coming because, well...
Oh, for sure.
Gentlemen, what would you get?
Pardon?
What star would you give it?
What star would I give it?
Yeah.
I would say strength wise of the like high rarity units on this banner. I would say like Mika, I'll probably give it a 4. It's just it's kind of like, I'm not gonna disclose, but the future limited compared to future limited units, it is still fairly good. And especially as an F2P, like limited banners generally is gonna be better investment of your randoms than like standard.
Mm-hmm.
Better odds of getting the rate up. It's a 70-30 rather than a 50-50.
Yeah.
So you have 20% better odds that you're gonna get one of the rate up units.
Yep.
So yeah, and also the amount of free pulls you're getting, it's like generally, yeah, especially like for FTP like me, I'll have more value pulling on limited banners more than like standard banners, basically.
There is also one other thing that I need to say up front. In literally 2 banners, in 2 banners counting this one, we will get a thing that will allow us to roll at random any limited fucking any limited 6-star at random. Yep. Or a 6-star we don't have.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that at the end of the video.
Yep.
I personally would give it a 4-star far as this because I've been playing gacha games for a long time, for at least about 2, maybe 3 years. So I already know how this shit already works.
Yep.
Now the characters themselves, I give them a 5-star, but the banner itself, I give it a 4.
Yep.
The most impressive unit to me is actually the 5-star personally, because this is literally what would happen if you don't have Vifrit.
Yeah, it is really good. I like how they do present units that let you go without 6 stars. Use 5-star, 4-star units, and it's fine. Dude, it's alright.
However, I have a few issues with this banner. Now, starting with the characters, from what I've been explained between these 3 units, I'm not sure there were any other units that were talked about besides these 3 that's in this banner. It's just those 3. Is that it? So, the first one is now I have no problem with the 5-star at all. Like, this unit right there is probably, in my opinion, probably one of the best ones, and probably a must-have if I had to argue. Because if you don't have Vifrit, this one is pretty much a replacement if you don't have the unit in question for killing mobs, and if you don't have anyone on your friends list that doesn't have Vifrit, this is a potential replacement. Not saying that he's going to do better than what she can do, but literally this is a good ass runner-up.
Yep. I would say she's the entire banner, like the entire banner, is better than Chen Hollanday's banner.
I mean, I got Chen Holiday myself,
The
but
entire banner is better than Chen Hollanday, to be honest.
I don't remember what was on that banner, to be honest with you, because I got Chen Holiday, and that's all I cared about.
It was Chen, Mizuki, and La Pluma.
Okay, okay, La Pluma herself. Okay, I personally like La Pluma because
she's amazing.
Yeah, but in the sense of comparing La Pluma to the other people on the banner, that's kind of not even fair.
No.
Chen Holiday.
You know what's the funniest thing? Comparing La Pluma to Wildmane, which is the free fucking operator, is unfair. Because he gives so much shit just by existing.
True, but let's go on. The biggest problem I probably have with this banner is due to the fact that once you guys already stated is that as you play gacha games, they come up with rules and regulations. Like for an example, Mika, you could probably be rolling on this banner, and there is a good chance. Hell, I'm not even gonna say 100%, but there's at least an 80% chance that you're gonna get the 5-star, and you can more than likely walk away.
Yeah.
But in the what if scenario, would you be sad if you get a pot 6 of the 5-star and not get Neural herself?
I mean, I would, because I don't need Colosseum that badly.
No, I know you don't need them that badly, but the chance of you getting pot 6 is highly strong.
No, I really want pot 6 Colosseum.
I mean, why do you think I said pot 6?
Jesus, I fucking want the Wildmane. He's the first welfare operator where I'm saying I want him pot 6. Because he's really good. He's fucking amazing.
But to go back to my point, would you be sad if you don't get Neural or Flametail?
Yes.
Why would you?
Who wouldn't be?
I mean, here's the reason why you shouldn't be sad. You'll be sad to get Neural, but Flametail, you won't be so sad for one reason.
No, I would actually be more mad if I don't get Flametail.
Yeah, because you have to keep in mind it's 70-30. If you didn't get any between Flametail and Neural, if you didn't get any of the two, that's basically you got the 30% chance on lucky side. So yeah. It's still pretty bad.
I mean, it's still pretty bad. But the point that I'm getting going for is this: like, you can still get Flametail later down in the future. Just like the same way you can get Mizuki.
Yeah. Yes, you can. But I will still be really fucking...
Yeah, you would be. But you literally know in the back of your head that if you lose the 50-50 the next time and get a 6, I'll be like, oh, I finally got the unit I wanted months ago.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But Neural, on the other hand, because of that point that you made earlier, which is why I brought it up.
Yeah. No, this is a really good banner. And it's not the... How to put it? Back in the day when Rasmontis banner as a second limited banner came, people were like, oh, Rasmontis so good, oh, Mudrock's so good. What do you remember was the 5-star that came?
Dude, I don't remember. All I remember was Rasmontis couldn't hit freaking flying targets. So people literally use her skill 2 mostly to literally just sit there and kill things that are ground units, but not a lot of people use her like that. And skill 3, if I remember, maybe I'm switching them up, but skill 3 is literally where you just summon a Paler to take damage for, and then after the Paler dies and she's still attacking, that's it.
Okay, Mega Anthem, it's Whispering.
Yes. It's Whispering. That was the 5-star on the most... I think, I am upset because the only
I wouldn't say it's the most stacked pair of 6 stars though.
No, like like that banner was the worst limited banner I have seen. Because Hung has more presence than fucking Whispering. Modrock is, yes, good. Fucking Rasmontis, who barely knew her. And we compare it to Ark, who's good in his own niche. Nian, which is used, and Hung, which is like a pretty good unit if you know what you're doing.
Dude, do you want me to tell you how many freaking Twitch streamers I sat there and watched them pull on that banner and got hung?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
The amount of hunger also, but also the pain to people who like keep getting ox like on that banner.
No. I specifically remember this. Like, I thought, I got Ock. And I'm like, yes, I got this. Oh my god, another hung.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was literally every time I literally watched that banner.
I know one man whose name is Neon. He was rolling for Ark, and he got Ark, and he went away. And Nyan is Nyan, right? And this banner is just good. You get anything from this banner, it's good. You got Corrosium, great. You now have a beat stick for people that you need to be silencing, like en masse. You got Nell, amazing, one of the best units in the game in her class. Scotty, fucking cry your eyes out, tear your heart out unit. Flametail, a gimmick thing, just like what's her face, Weedy. Just like, to some extent, Rasmontis and Modrock. Right. Just like Mizuki. Just like Scotty Corrupting Heart or Gladia. Like, it's so good, right? It's such a good banner. It's full of shit, but that shit is not told to you. Namely, you can also roll for W and Rasmontis. Which W is good, but why Rasmontis? Like... Again, I barely knew her.
So, moving on to the rest of the...
Everything else.
Yeah. So, free special login event. Of course, we get the free 10 bomb that you get in the mail. And, of course, you guys already know that I'm going to be asking, do you guys want me to roll for your account for content in the game?
No.
I already know your answer was going to be no. I was going to ask Johnny here, did he want me to roll for him? This is up to you. Feel free to say yes. Feel free to say no.
I'll think about it. Because it did have you pull on... Maybe I might. Because if we're talking order, like, you pulled for me on Undertides. And I pulled my own for the Solace Holiday. So I might have you pull this time around.
Alright.
So
free 10 bomb in the mail. Of course, it's going to be expired on a certain day period. Free special login event daily. You get a free daily headhunting every time you do for the limited banner. Limited time login event. For 10 days you get a skin on like 10 days. Within a 10-day period, on the 9th day you get the skin for Myrtle.
Yeah.
Skill Catalyst on the 10th day and some other goodies on the shot. Along with the new operator Justice Knight,
who is
the new robot.
He is an anti-air mark, which is a meme, to put it politely.
New robot.
And
new robot. Yep.
Yeah, and now we can finally talk about the search shop 2 operators, Pudding and Honeyberry.
Right. Well,
now Jami already said this like several times to me already before about getting Honeyberry.
So I'll make some points on Honeyberry. So to answer just a few questions out of that, is Honeyberry worth? If you don't have Mulberry already, then she's good. Like, she's compared to Mulberry, who's much more about like burst healing on single target. Honeyberry is much more spread healing. And she does that job well. Like, to be honest, Wandering Medics is kind of a niche role. You only really need one to be invested. So if you already have a Bill Mulberry, she's not as necessary. If you don't have Mulberry, then she is a good pickup. Would I recommend getting pots on it? Not necessarily. Like, she's already pretty cheap at pot 1. But if you want to go for pots, since you have the spare red certs, then why not? Like,
now
So-
going back to what you were telling me earlier. I think it was about maybe at least 3 weeks, probably to a month and a half ago, maybe a month ago, that you told me to find the red search. Yeah, you told me to find the red search and such like that. I have at my disposal 3,346 red search.
Yeah, pretty close.
How much do I need?
It's 600 per pop, so you're looking at 3,600. So you're pretty close.
All right. Yep. So probably like another day or so, and I'll probably have them all. Probably have it all done.
Yeah. Oh, also, if you have both Mulberry and Honeyberry, and you're kind of stuck on who to build, just build whoever you think is cuter. That's it.
Okay.
So let's start with Honeyberry first, since I'm already on Honeyberry. 5-star medic, wandering medic. She has a very, very large healing radius.
Yeah.
I mean, I already got enough freaking healers already. Collective consciousness, range operators within attack range gain max HP plus 12%. And the reason why you're going home about this unit, let's see. The first skill 1, spiritual care. The next heal targets 2 operators with the highest elemental damage taken. Additionally, they recover elemental damage equal to 10% of Honeyberry's attack every second for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not the skill that you were talking about.
Oh no, this is the skill.
This is? Let me see the skill. Let me see skill. Skill 2. Skill 2 is Rose.
Skill 1 is her main skill. This is the skill that allows you to spread heal. Yeah.
It's Rouse, but yes.
Rouse, sorry. Rouse, yes. Attack plus 15%. Hit every heal. Every heal targets 2 operators.
I'm sorry. It just hit me with a shotgun blast. Why is a Russian teaching you English?
Because I'm not good at English.
Fair. You know what? Completely fair. Moving along.
Dude, I don't go to school for English. Like, I went to school. Like, you're talking to a Southern guy who stutters all over his.
All right, then, Detroit versus everybody. Okay.
Like,
let's continue reading skills.
All right. Rouse, sorry. Attack plus 15%. Every heal targets 2 operators with the highest elemental damage taken. Yeah, it's the first one.
Yeah, skill 1, because the gains on skill 1 is just generally better. If you M3 to skill, you're looking at a 2 SP cost drop and also 30% more scaling.
Jesus Christ, I think I might M3 that.
Yeah, skill 1, if you
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am definitely M3ing that. That's on the to-do list.
So, for people who don't have Mulberry, Honeyberry is your best bet. Like, get on the search shop. If you need
I have 3,300. Like, you're literally going to be looking at one of the few people that you know in Art Dice that's like, God, I wish I knew someone who had a pot 6. Wait.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you want the masteries, yeah, that's the mastery skill 1.
But I'm pretty sure that you're not going to be using her like that, since you'll probably get her out of the shop and call it a day. The reason why I'm doing this is because, well,
yeah,
I don't have.
I'll get her in the shop. It's just I already have a build S1 M3 Mulberry. So
oh
it's like,
God, what the heck?
I already have S1 M3 Mulberry.
And here we have Pudding. No, not the motherfucking character from One Piece that betrayed Sanji and then tried to get back with Sanji. We're not talking about that Pudding.
Yeah. We're talking about this pudding, who's a 4-star
Chain
caster.
caster. Cool range. Attacks deal arts damage and jump between multiple enemies. Each jump deals less damage and inflicts a brief slow.
Yep.
Let's see. Talent, electromagnetic wave. 8%, 10% of D2. Skill 1, attack speed, okay. Skill 2, diffusing current. Attack plus 30%. Attacks can bounce between the same enemies multiple times, bouncing up to 4 times. Does it increase? 110%, 20%. This looks fun. This looks fun.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say something very important for people to like for the future. The new roguelike is coming, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what are the best units in the new roguelike?
Chaincasters?
Yes. China has spoken and said chaincasters are the new meta in the roguelike.
Yeah.
And this particular one doesn't care as long as there are 2 targets, she will get her full fucking thing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is something I'm probably going to enter on a later date, but someone's going to have to remind me because, dude, do you know how much? Do you know how much mats I'm going to be farming for the next 2 weeks? Like,
yeah.
Good thing you get all those fucking
mats for free.
mats for free, and also sanity refills for like 11 of them. A fucking 11 of them.
You get 11 of them over 10 days. That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. Do you know how far $5 a month in ArtNet gets you?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to show that I'm not kidding, I'm level 120. I'm like, okay, that's cool. What's in the shop? What do you have that's inspiring? I have 5 emergency sanity potions that's going to be inspired in 2 days. I have 2 top emergency sanity potions, which is also going to be inspired in 2 days.
Yep.
So this is about, that's 200 sanity plus another, 5?
Yep.
So that's about 500 sanity I'm going to be spending on the red search as soon as that shit comes out. And then I have another 4 tops and another 5 irregular potions ready to go. And then I'm going to get more every time I log in every day.
Yeah.
So to the people who are thinking that this game is expensive, when you really think about it, when you really think about it, it's not. Like, let's go ahead. Let's like $5. Like,
you want me to be? I guess I could speak more of it since I'm pretty much FTP for like a year and a half now, basically. Like, the crazy thing is just like from year and a half playing as free to play, I surprisingly have a lot of 6 stars.
Yeah.
I think I'm only missing about like several operators that aren't limited.
Yep.
Which is crazy, to be honest, because from the other 2 gacha games I played, like this game for FTPs is just quite a bit better than, it's definitely very much fair and generous compared to other gacha games. It is, yeah.
So
and that's why I speak FTP.
So
to this day,
So we talked about all 7 of the new operators: Nero, the Radiant Knight, Flametail, Corrosion, Wildmane, Honeyberry, Pudding, and Justice Knight. Well, we really didn't talk about Justice Knight. I didn't even see what he does.
Oh, he's funny.
All right, let's click on him. Hey, it's a sniper.
Uh-huh.
Cool range. Let's see. Justice Drive. After deployment, grant reduced taunt level to all ally range operators within attack range, and 10% fragile effect to aerial enemies for 10 seconds. That is funny.
That is very funny.
Oh my god. Let's see. What's he? Oh, ooh, power plant. Nice.
So, he's for those big boy drones. Or gargoyles, by the way. Gargoyles also died with him.
So here are the 4 free units: Justice, Night Pudding, Honeyberry, and Wildmane. And then we have the 3 operators on the banner.
Mm-hmm.
Did we miss anything?
From unit standpoint, no.
Alright, new skins. We have
fucking Coomer Bates.
We have Pallas.
Pallas.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Pallas, Rosa, and whoa.
Andrea.
I don't think I've seen her with a skin before.
Yeah, this is Andriana's first skin.
Oh, wow.
Well, if you like your women in classical, regal, or combat, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad first skin, honestly.
But I definitely know which skin Mika and I are looking forward to.
Oh, I bet.
you know, for a lot of things, I wanna say something very important.
Wow,
Rosa's skin, animation, are fucking amazing because she just stands there and teddy bears fire her cannon. Which is adorable and amazing. Like, who thinks of this? I want to meet them. I want to say thank you. This is a good game. This is again, when I see like skins in Azure Lane and they're like, oh yeah, fucking naked and everything, and here is a gimmick that has nothing to do with the character herself. My bears will fire my cannon, and I'm just gonna stand, which is very, very apt.
You would think somebody like Shamir.
Yeah. Well, like, if you think about it, in her lore, Rosa's lore, she also did that. She also let others people do her dirty work. So it's very, very apt, very good, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, here are the skin. Here are the skin reruns of W, Texas, and Doberman. I for certain know I have the W one.
Yeah, Sam.
I think well, we already seen that. More skin reruns.
Yeah, these are like the older skins that are getting rerun.
The older skins that haven't seen the light of day since forever.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, have you ever seen Graphite fucking Meteor?
A lot of these, like Axia skin,
or Winter
Spectre
Messages, or Undercurrent, or Lacquer, or fucking Lone Climber. Fucking when was it? Or Quadrangle? When Quora has a skin? What?
Yeah. Looking at the furniture stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be like a day one grab it and gone.
Yeah, well,
pretty much.
Popping Valley Mining Area Provisional Mining Permit.
It's free roll.
So, I'll explain it as
well. Yeah, that I remember now.
Yeah, so this is basically you can roll for free a random per day, but the crazy thing is, this event they made it a lot better. So
unlike any other.
I mean, I don't know about
unlike any other.
I don't know about you guys, but I kept getting 600s and 1,000, 600 to 800s on this shit. So
yeah.
Well, you're gonna get from 400 to 1,000.
So now, with this event, basically for 2 weeks, every day you get to roll a certain amount of random from between 400 to 1,000. But now they're split into 3 periods. So day 1 through 5, day 6 through 10, day 11 through 14. Basically, there's a pity system where within each period, like let's say if you don't do the highest roll of 1k around them within that period, your last day will guarantee you 1k around them in
So,
that period.
so if I had to do the math on it, 400, 400, 400, 1,000. So that's what, 1,200 plus another 1,000. So that's a 2,400.
It's another.
Worst case scenario, I'll tell you this: even at the worst case scenario, you got 400 on each one and pitied 3 1k aroundums. It's 7.4k aroundums. That at worst case.
So let me go off and throw this out there. And this is no disrespect to anybody that are playing these games. Can anybody give me a gacha game that is this generous?
Oh wait! You haven't gotten the celebration packs yet.
And I'm about to hit that next.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh boy! Here comes the money info. First repurchase, subsequent purchase 30 CN.
Look at the prices.
40. What's 45 CNY?
You wanna ask the important question?
Yeah. So
where is the
I'll say
fucking
this.
$50 pack?
Nowhere
to be seen.
Hold on.
Nowhere to be seen.
Hold on. Duck Lord's Purse, Elite Operator Training Package. Get a 5-star. One Elite Operator Special Training can promote 1 5-star that's not E2 or E2 level. Won't refund use on the operator. RIP. Can promote 1 6-star well from the operator implication between these 6 stars from the following. Which 6-star did not? Oh,
we get basically every non-limited 6-star up to passenger.
Passenger, Saga, Arcado, Unite, Serta, Blemishan, Mudrop, Mountain, Thorns, Kiabe, Schwartz, Helliger, Magellan, Mostima, Blaze, Bagpipe, Phantom, Weedy, Rosa, or Polka, Suzerain.
Here is an important thing. Arc is added into the pool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can get Arc now.
Mm-hmm.
So you if you have enough, like I do, you get Arc, and you get one of those units that you don't have starting from. I mean, I still don't have Chen. Not that I want her. But
I still don't have Scotty either, but
I don't have Scotty either. I don't want her.
I don't either, but there's a thing called completionist. I still want to get it, and I don't have Mostima. I don't have Scotty. I don't have Rosa. I don't have Unectes. And I don't have Passenger. So that's 4.
I don't have Passenger at Chateau, Scotty, Chen.
I think I might end up between these. I think I might end up choosing Rosa because that makes the most sense.
I mean, she is really good, but Passenger's pretty.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen anyone brag home to using Passenger. But if I had to, you told me about this whole road light thing.
Yeah.
Then that means he should be good under normal.
I'm gonna tell you how it is. The best caster is AF Yala, unsurprisingly. The second best caster is Passenger, followed up by Lazy, followed up by
Godsinger.
Yeah, that's it. This is how it looks in the roguelike.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah. Godsinger.
Alright, I guess I know who I want to choose now, unless someone wants to donate for it. But, how much is this going to cost?
Yeah.
Oh, God, 100. I don't know what this freaking currency is.
That's Chinese yuans.
Alright, so that's $30. Okay, I can't say no to that.
No, where are the $50 things? Hey.
I'm trying to save a
It's
dollar
the
here.
championship pack, which is
Quiet. Hold on. Look in there. Championship pack. Oh my god. That's a lot. Hold on. What's in here?
Is it
9. Yeah, that's what it's called. Championship pack. 90 original prime.
Championship
110 bomb. 250 LMD.
Oh no.
That's not even worth. I'll be honest. This is not even worth the
that's
50.
50k LMD. Okay.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. I don't even. Well,
Yes,
okay,
it
it is worth it, but it's not worth it to me. For to be honest with you.
Yes, it is. You know why?
Why?
You pay $99 for 100 around original prime.
All right, let me. Well, yes, it's worth it, but here's the thing. Here's my gripe with it. You ready? I don't buy skins.
That's fair. I do.
Yeah, you do, and I do.
I'm gonna buy a lot of them.
Like, okay, if I had to be brutally honest, like, I will probably only get the innovation permit pack, and that's it.
I will get all 3 skins for the heritage.
Oh,
The heritage, the masterpiece, and the silent arrow, because I really like them.
Dude, if I be honest with you, I just want the innovation pack, and that would be, and I'll be a done deal for me. And let me get past. Oh god, and be done with it.
Yeah.
That'll be it. Like,
Yeah.
let's see. This is interesting.
I'll be right back.
All right, new operators added to recruitment. Hung, and Justice Knight. Can't wait to get past 6 of that guy and wait for months to get it. New Lucky Furniture theme, cutting edge arcade hall. Can't wait for this to come through. Event art.
Yeah, which looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And we got new operator records. So yeah, for no the Radiant Knight, Telopsis, Platinum, and Gummy.
Dude, yep. So that would be. So let's see. I guess we have to eat. Let's see. Telopsis already done. Now the Radiant Knight. Well, that's gonna be to the moment I get her. Platinum, she's still level 1. And Gummy, I think she's also level 1 or E1. Yeah. Modules are going to be for Phantom, Kafka, Passenger, Pudding,
here's the
Lazy,
modules. Oh, wow.
Project Red, Gravel.
Yeah, so basically 5 of the fast redeploy specialists and 3 chaincasters are getting modules. And I'm definitely gonna module Phantom and Passenger in this. That's like for sure.
I think that I am actually down to get Passenger because of the new roller that's coming, and I'll be like, well, guys, chaincasters are OP, so
yeah.
And event medals.
I see.
Dawn, Wild Main Rider, obtain, blah, blah, blah. And we have to make sure you get the Busy One, Dawn, Silver Servant. Raise your prestige respect to one faction. Raise your prestige to respect with all factions. Clear, spin, blah, blah, blah. New medals. Conduct new medals to recruit 2,000 times in recruitment. I don't even know how many times I recruited in recruitment, to be honest with you.
How many on who?
It says in recruitment, conduct recruitment 2,000 times. That's 7.
Might be over that. You might be over that. I'm not sure.
I might be over that.
I'm not sure if it's. Here's the thing. I'm not sure is does it count past 1,000? Or does it just cap at 1,000 until this new achievement? Because that's gonna make a huge difference.
I think it should count to what you've already gone through so far. I'm hoping that's what it is because, okay, if we look at where it's gonna be, is it Path to Glory? let me see. Unobtained medals. Let me see. I didn't finish chapter 9 yet. Episode 7 on challenge mode. Chapter 9. Chapter. Raise 150 operators to 100 trust. I'm at 121. I'm at companionship. Raise 100 operators to trust 200. I'm actually really close to that one, actually. I have 90 out of 100. That's really close. Unlock ropes, Shirayuki, Broca, Providence, Firewatch, Shitamo, Mayor, Indra, Sidoroka, Hayes, Earthsphere, Savage, Popular, Meteor, Breeze, Mastima, Durnar, Suzero, Gladius, Tomimi, Shaw's, Cardigan, Sora's, Catapult, Refinement Metal, process a total of 20 different types of elite metal at the workshop. I haven't done that yet. I didn't finish the Solidus Holiday one. Kind of sad. A Walk in the Dust. Is that coming back?
Yes.
Okay, so I can. Well, when I get the when the Walk in the Dust comes back. So which one did I not finish? Achieve Organizer Medal. That's the only one I don't have. Now let's go to the ones that I do have. What's the name of that medal? Recruiter medal? Dude. Alright, so Recruiter medal 6 is 1500. I'm well past certain that I've done at least 2,000 recruiting. But I can't really say that how many times I've actually recruited. Can you check that?
I don't know if that's possible.
Because at minimum, we both know that I know at least I have 1,500.
Yeah, let me actually check mine. How many times? I did go past 1,500 too, so I don't know. Beats me, because I usually recruit frequently, like for the dailies. So daily and weeklies.
I'm looking at the profile hired on. Wow, it's already been 2 years at least. Okay, furniture, 689. Operators hired 193. I don't think there's a way to check that.
It took 4 months for me to get from 1,000 to 1,500. So yeah, I might be like basically there.
What day was it? Because mine says on October 21st I got 1,500.
October 21st of what year?
2021.
Mine's November 26th of 2021.
Yeah, you and I should be way past that by this point.
Yeah, probably.
And the sad part is I got like 13 left and I'm still recruiting.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the stuff, and I think that's all of them.
Yeah, that's everything for Near Light.
Yeah, so that took about 2 hours and 15 minutes, so we getting rerun skins, we're getting new events, and we have some insight on new road light, which is literally Chaincasters or OP. So
yeah,
I remember you and I having a conversation about Chaincasters, and you told me to go for Leonhardt.
Like, it's kind of just like how I say. If you want to build Lazy, that's fine too. Passengers was like mostly like his stonks rows, since that roguelike.
Oh yeah, like obviously.
Because
Like-
he's like legit now he's the second most picked caster in the roguelike below Aya.
I mean, and I still say this today. Aya is still fucking busted as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like, hello. And what's that? The passenger? It's like Aya, passenger. Who's it gonna be? Lazy, pudding.
It's probably like, if we're talking casters right now, it's
Because
I would say units like I would say probably some there might be some like usage of Carnelian Dusk. Ifrit. Might be some usage of them. Cause I would say the value of roguelikes the value of 4-star units in roguelike is actually pretty high.
yeah.
Just because of the way it works. The cost system.
So about some of these 4 stars that haven't been leveled. I already know Dr. Silver's gonna have a fucking grand of a time over there because he got all of them fucking.
Yeah.
And some of these, and a good amount of these 4 stars I haven't even touched like that before. Like, shit, like, look at this. Like, I have Doberman, trust level 200% at level 1, and that's funny.
Yeah.
Estelle 47, Jackie 0. How do I have you at 36? What the? House at 176? Oh, she's getting there. Acid drop 16. Jessica 200%. That's funny. Meteor at 200%. Pine Cone at 0. Shiryuki 122. Vermeil at 200. Bubble at 166. Dernar at 7. How did I get these guys up there and I don't know how?
Yeah.
And Paprika at 200. Alright, so that's pretty much the entire event. Far as that goes, should we go over the stages or no?
It's up to you if you want to do that or not.
Because
To be honest, the stages is just gonna be like.
If it's not gonna be a problem, I don't think we need to go over it. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because this was already freaking in depth as we can go. And from what it looks like yeah, again, like the most used unit in this form is gonna be. What do you know when the roguelike is coming actually?
Soon.
Oh boy.
Like, it should be
in 2 months.
Oh, it might be a bit earlier than that. It's supposed to be in.
Because summertime looking very spicy this time around. Because I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, like chain castles galore.
Yeah, chain castles are gonna be pretty good. It's yeah. I expect it to be pretty soon. To be honest. Man, the fact that I play this game as an F2P for pretty much it's gonna be a year and a half. I play this game. And yeah, don't feel. Yeah, don't even feel like the need to spend money at all. Like in this game, it's like I don't think I've had the will to.
Hmm. Well, let me ask this question then. Because this is gonna be a lot. Because I know you're still gonna be FTP even after this whole thing is even after this whole thing is over. But I think when it comes to the celebration packs, I think I'll be honest. I think the only thing I more than likely might end up just getting straight up. Like, don't get me wrong. Like this, like the whole event does look good from a point of view of spending money. But if I honestly had to pick between the champion pack, the innovation pack, the elite operator training package, the Ducks lower purse, and the ID reset, I think I might just go out to the innovation pack and give me a free 6-star unit, which is going to be passenger. Because in the because in the champion pack, like unless you're buying skins or one another chance at a 10 bomb, then it's kind of like not really worth it like that. Because the roguelike event is coming up soon, and the only units that I do not have on the list, as I have stated before, is Scotty, Mostima, Rosa, Eunectes, and Passenger. So that's a grand total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And since the new roguelike is coming like right around the corner, Passenger is probably going to be one of the things I use. And if roguelike was coming like another year later, then Rosa was probably going to be my pick. But yeah, that's going to be $30 plus another 10 bomb I can use.
Yeah. Out of there though, I'm only missing like 9 of those ops. Most of them are new ones.
I have 37K around with like 8 freaking original primes, so not really too butthurt about it, to be honest with you. So literally, when the banner comes around, that $30 is going to be spent, and I'm going to have to renew my stuff. So it is what it is. Let me see. And reset for Arcanine is coming in like another hour?
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty much literally using the emergency sandy potions that's literally about to expire in 2 days, along with the top emergency sandy potion that's going to be 2 days. That's another 200 plus another 300. So that's 500 to get at minimum 18 to 24 or 18 to 23 worth of red certs per stage.
It's about 20-ish.
So how much? So if we do 30 per 18 or 30 per 20? I don't remember which one it's going to be. So that's about 500. We'll just say 560 runs divided by 30?
Yeah, I could do that.
So that's about 18 runs. 18.66667. So if I'm doing about 18 runs, and if I'm getting how many certs? About 20?
Yeah, you're gonna get like At least, yeah, like 360.
Yes, well, about 370. About 370. So that's about 370 certs, which is 360. Well, 370. 3,716.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be enough to buy out those two when they come out.
Yeah.
So literally, I'm like, well, guys, I already have it. So, dude, how the hell do you already have a pot 6 of the? Well, I ain't had nobody to farm. Like literally, like if you look at the current roster, like I've said this multiple times, but in terms of clearing stages, unless it's somebody brand spanking new, I don't have anybody else to build. And me and Zul were literally competing to see who can have more E2s. He won. Because I ain't have nobody else I want to E2. Now I'm going to have like about an arm. I'm going to have at least about what? I got the new 5-star that's coming out. I got about 3 6-stars. One I'm guaranteed I'm going to go buy and get out of shop. Or buy out of shop. And he's going to be M3 no matter what happens. By the way, since I don't know nothing about Passenger, and I think we probably talked about on the channel, but I forgot what he does. I think it was a skippable unit because I literally sat there and said that nobody doesn't need to go get him. No enemies, same thing. Jump between, let's see, it's touch or static. Focus command. Can store 2 charges. Oh, wait. I think I know. Was it skill 3? For passenger?
Yes.
Okay. I thought so. Can store 2 charges, 30 SP. Boom, 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 boom. Jesus Christ. And that's going to take a lot of mats. And he is going to be E2 level, what? What's a good number? 60? 69?
I mean, if you want to do the module, he has to be at least 60. So that's one thing.
What's his module for?
It's to buff his like chaincaster trait. He'll have less damage penalty when he's hitting multiple enemies with his attacks. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I will be doing a module, so that's literally one operator on the list.
I mean, what do you think? I'm doing modules for 2 characters.
God, that's gonna be freaking annoying to do. All right. Is there anything else you wish to add to this little into the banner itself? Because
nothing much. If anything, I'll most likely have you pull on banner, but yeah, events and stuff is like I don't need to go much, to be honest. I think we've gone through like basically everything.
All right. Well, we basically went through everything. I guess that'll be it. Any closing remarks?
Just any closing remarks? I'll say just in general, hope y'all enjoyed our talk, and good luck with your upcoming polls next week. That's it.
All right, let me go ahead and put this on the in the Discord. Okay. I have nothing else to add far as the banner goes. So for anybody who's really the first time viewing first time viewing my stuff, obviously go ahead and give it a follow. Go ahead and give out a like. Go ahead and give it a like. Make sure to subscribe and make sure you have the notifications turned on. One of these days, I want to go back and finish up chapter 9 because I'm on the 18th stage in chapter 9 already, and I need to go back and do that. I also, and I know for certain, I know I haven't done so. I haven't done challenge mode for like chapter 9 yet, or for the latest chapters, honestly, because pretty much just doing those just says I want to get the skins for certain characters, and the only other one that I'm thinking about getting a skin for is probably what? Probably one of the newer ones that's coming out. And then now that means I'll actually have to go back and do it. But regardless of any of that, thank you so much for coming through for the video. I really do appreciate you guys coming through and actually liking my video and actually subscribing and such like that. It's been great, and I love each and every last one of you guys for it. Jesus Christ, that took about 2 hours and 34 minutes. Whew. So yeah, guys, if you guys are free to play, feel free to make sure you ignore the celebration packs. If you are free to play, good luck trying to get your 6-star or 5-star. It's going to be some good stages and some good stuff to go throughout the entirety of the event. And don't forget, if you guys are going for skins, go for the ones that you like the most. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close out the YouTube video. Again, thank you guys for coming through. I want the opportunity to thank Johnny and, of course, Mika for coming through for the stream.
Yep.
And I will see you guys another time.
Yep.